Welcome back to Rock Bottom. I'm Mick, Griffin, and joining me now in the studio is a band I've been dying to catch up with for quite a while. I've been a fan of these boys for a couple of years now. Can we welcome to the studio from Sydney, the Black Heartbreakers. How you going, boys?
Good.
Great, mate.
Good. Now, I just want to start off about your influences, mate, because when I listen to your music, you've got so much in there. You know, you're a raw rock and roll band. You've got a bit of a pop heartbeat, some punk rock in there. Can you tell me about the influences that developed your sound?
Basically, it comes from, the basis of it is punk rock. There's stuff like Ramones, Sex Pistols, Dead Boys, MC5, that sort of stuff, with a pop, heavy pop influence on it. Beach Boys and Beatles, some stuff like that mixed in there. So that's the main chunk of it, but we've all got our own individual little quirks and stuff that we all like that gets thrown in there as well. Yeah, it's mainly like 50s, 60s pop and 70s punk.
You just listed off probably about half a dozen of my favourite bands.
Yes.
Particularly the Dead Boys. I really love it when young guys
Big Dead Boys.
cite all those bands that I was listening to when I was your age.
Big Dead Boys fans.
Yeah.
Well, they had all the pop shots. So.
They did, and they recorded with Genya Ravan, who was one of those 60s girl groups.
Yes.
And another big favourite of mine too, by the way. Now, when you formed the band, was this the sound you wanted to do from the outset, or was it?
100%. That was the goal. Pop punk rock.
Okay.
Yeah, like kind of like punk rock with lots of harmonies and clever chord changes and tambourines and hand claps.
Tambourines. Stuff like
that. Like it was definitely like
We wanted it pretty colourful.
Yeah, it was a conscious decision, definitely.
Fantastic. Now, with your individual backgrounds musically, have you played in other bands? Where do you guys come together and meet?
Me and Ando had a band when we were in high school together, and we went through school, played in that band. That band kind of fell apart and turned into this band. And
I met Ben. Well, I asked Ben to. I joined Blackheart by just meeting them through punk rock and beer. But then one time our drummer or something happened. Nothing bad. But then I was drunk on the Gold Coast because Ben and I were on schoolies.
And on the beach.
I wasn't even really mates with Ben. I just knew he drummed.
But we weren't really friends. But he knew I played drums, and they were looking for a drummer. So he's like, "Hey, do you want to jam?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, totally." And I hadn't really been I've jammed around with some guys before, but not really a proper band or anything. And then it just kind of stuck.
here we are.
Still we hate each other now.
That's part and parcel of being a band, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to talk about the new EP. It's just been released, Wasted it's called.
Yes.
Can you tell me how you feel the band's progressed since you put out your debut album a couple of years ago?
In terms of the music, I think it's a lot better.
Yeah.
I think we've really gotten better. Like our chops have all gotten off. Everyone's better at what they do. The songs are better. The production's better. It's just.
I think it hits harder too.
Yeah, we've stepped up for sure. It's just gotten a bit more. Yeah, I don't know if mature is the word, but it's I don't know.
It's not the New Cold Chisel album, mate.
Rock and roll should never be mature.
It's definitely stepped up there. For sure.
Now I want to talk about the artwork for the CD. I've seen it online. That looks amazing. Or vinyl, whatever. It looks amazing what you've got up there. Just that cartoon sort of feel. Who did it and how did that come about?
Ben Brown. I kind of found him just by looking at some old Frenzel CDs. Like, It's like, holy well, imagine if we actually got this guy to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, he's actually a regular guy. Just hit him up. Met up. It's great.
Yeah. He's done really good with the indie bands.
He's
He was a really cool guy to work with.
He's done a couple for local Bendigo bands as well, and he's really great with his artwork. Yeah. Looks like you had a blast making the video for I Want You. I saw you had some mutual mates of mine in the bit of Sweethearts in there as well.
They were there, yep.
God bless, yeah.
Can I ask you about the making of that video? Because it looks like you had an absolute ball.
Basically, we just wanted to have like a live sort of shot with a bunch of people, and so where we filmed it, that's just where we rehearsed. Yeah. And on a night of a rehearsal, we bought And we bought
Couple cases of beer.
5 cases of beer. Just brought a bunch of our friends down, and
Just got a
We
go,
just- yeah,
GoPro.
yeah.
Someone with a
just
GoPro.
we just like we hanged out for a
Yeah.
bit, just drinking, and
It
then
was
we're like,
really fun.
all right, let's.
We almost
play.
forgot about filming. Like,
Yeah.
We even got them warmed up. You
It
know.
was a lot of fun. So we were filming on a GoPro, and we just every time we would play the song through, we'd just be like, "Here, your turn."
Yeah.
Just
Pass it around.
Just pass it around, and then
everyone had a go.
we'd film it, and then we'd stop. We'd just play some songs, play some covers and stuff. Go back to filming, back to drinking.
It's certainly got a great energy. You can tell how much fun you guys were having, so it's great.
Yeah. But it was meant to be a fun video.
it
Yeah.
was always weird that we weren't actually playing. Like, we had a crowd.
Okay, now I hear all about the impact that the lockout laws have in Sydney. Just want to get your sort of take on it, whether it really does impact the live bands as such, or
It's the main issue with it is that it's closing venues.
yeah,
And the venues closing means that there's less places to play, and it means the venues that still do play, all their policies and stuff have to change. It's had a pretty nasty effect.
yeah.
Yeah, the bands haven't gone anywhere though. You just need to find it nowadays. Like,
All the
Yeah.
bands are still there and stuff, and there's still people who want to go see music.
yeah.
And Old Mates Festival's a good example of that. Yeah, it's just the main point is just the venues. You know, they're going, and any venues that are still there, they're getting noise complaints.
Okay,
Just the
The
other week.
Opera House. Like,
Just the other week, there was a venue in Newtown called Hideaway Bar. They got a noise complaint at 7 p.m.
I read about
Saturday.
that. Yeah.
Like that's Sydney now. That's just the reality of what's happening.
So what about the scene in Sydney as a whole? Because I know some fantastic bands there. What's that? I don't know, the community like. You know, how do you all work together? You know, good mates.
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone's really tight. Just
Everyone's
go out
really
and
good
know
friends.
everyone. Yeah.
All the bands work together because we're all on the same goal.
Yeah. Now, can you tell us about some of the bands that maybe our listeners haven't heard of that you reckon maybe we should check out?
Witch Fight.
yeah, Witch Fight.
Witch Fight. Rick Dangerous.
Yeah, Rick Dangerous and Silky Bams rule. I was going to say the bit of Sweethearts.
Oh, I'm familiar
yeah,
with
chuck
it.
them on again. Yeah.
Really good punk band called the Colletons.
Yeah, Fox Company. Like,
There's so many.
yeah.
That's great. You've listed off about 3 there that I haven't heard of, so
Yeah.
that's great.
All those bands are definitely worth checking out,
Yeah.
and all those bands are very different.
What are your favourite aspects as far as the young guys playing in a rock and roll band? You know, what do you enjoy most out of what you do?
Playing.
Playing
Yeah,
live
playing
is the
live.
best.
Being live on stage. My favourite thing's probably the rehearsal room, actually.
Yeah,
You know, just tinkering with the songs
yeah.
and changing everything 100 times.
Yeah.
Just
the worst.
Just to go, they hate it, but it's fun for me.
So I take it, Hayden, you're the band's perfectionist, are you?
A little bit.
No worries. Now, what about some of the gigs you've played? What have been some of your favourite gigs that you've played to date and why?
Stiff Little Fingers at Metro Theatre's got to be.
Yeah.
That's got to be up there.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
Played with Radio Birdman a few times. They were the best. They were awesome.
Dubbo's always great.
Yeah, Dubbo's great.
Yeah.
Dubbo's
great.
The old bank and the Macquarie Inn are some of the best places I've been.
At the
Yeah.
The Macquarie. I can't remember the route.
Yeah, those are probably definitely up there.
No worries. Now, you've been on some bills with some great acts over the years. Yeah, who have been some of the nicest people to work with?
Radio Birdman
Yeah.
was incredible. Just to get to hang out and talk to them
Yeah.
and chat with them. That was really
Pretty
good.
cool guys.
Very
Yeah,
cool,
Dennis
very
Texas
cool.
sweetheart. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
down to earth. I had a good chat with Dennis for 15-20 minutes about guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
They were really cool guys. The guys from the Ruts were really cool as well.
Yeah.
They were really down to earth and just happy to have someone talk to us.
You must pinch yourselves when you get those opportunities to
It's
meet
pretty-
people who you were listening to
It's
all
pretty
your life.
cool. It's definitely pretty cool.
When those gigs come around, it's kind of like, oh, I could hang up the towel tomorrow, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's quite, like, this is kind of what I wanted to do when I was in high school, you know? Play those big gigs.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing it.
And that goes back to the previous question. You know, that's what we like. We like to see that happen. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. You ever get those moments where you meet someone and the words don't come out because you're so nervous? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Couple of Collins will fix that.
Oh, always. Just a bit of lubrication. Now, can we talk about the EP now? It's out on vinyl, you said.
Yes, final.
you doing a CD copy of it or just vinyl
Just
and digital?
Vinyl and digital.
Yeah.
Vinyl and digital.
Okay. Whereabouts can folks get hold of it digitally? I know you've got iTunes,
iTunes, Spotify.
All retail, so we put it for everything digitally.
So you'll have it up on Bandcamp or...
No.
No,
Not Bandcamp.
okay.
iTunes and Spotify are the two main ones to go.
Okay,
If you
Google
want-
Play at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, Google Play.
Amazon.
Is that up on Google Play at the moment or?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Should be Apple Music. It might even be on Amazon. I think.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I
we
did
we
search
just
on...
focus mainly on the two, big two.
Yeah, no worries, yeah. Now, is this a lead up to a full album?
Not really. this
Okay.
This is a standalone sort of EP. We'll do this and then we'll see what we want to do.
Oh, we've definitely got material
Yeah.
to keep releasing, pumping these out.
Yeah.
This is a
Standalone.
standalone sort of thing. Yeah.
So where do you stand on the EPs versus albums? Because it seems to be the dumb thing now to put out more EPs.
Yeah.
Whereas like your first release was a full album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first release was a full album mainly because we just had the songs.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, well, let's just do it. You just record an album. This is what you do. You just do an
Yeah.
album. But the advantage of it, because of just the way that people are these days, it's a lot of everyone's got a really short attention span. And the benefit of EP is that you can do them a lot faster than you can do an album and a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pump out EPs and keep giving people new music constantly rather than having to take like 6 to 8 months off to do an album.
Yeah.
Plan the release, do the release, tour that, tour it again, actually sell it. And then by the time you get around to do another one, it's already been a year and a half, 2 years. With an EP, you could do 2-3 a year.
And also at the start of the EP, we did have more songs, but then we thought we'd take the best of those and turn it into a short EP.
Yeah, it was going to be like 8 songs, and then we're like, let's just cut it down to the 5 best. And
I think it's amazing how over the decades that listening's changed because,
absolutely.
like you said, the attention span, whereas when I was your age, the dumb thing was to buy an album and you'd live with it for a week.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just, I think that's kind of coming back a little bit. Vinyl's definitely having a resurgence, but everyone's got sort of a short of attention span these days, so it just makes a bit more sense to pump out EPs rather than one album and then sit on that for 2 years.
No
Get
worries.
new music out.
Now, the year's just started. What does the rest of 2017 hold for you guys?
A lot more gigs, a lot more sleep.
For sure.
There's probably another single at some point, maybe a 7-inch or something.
Yeah.
We're still sorting that out.
Yeah.
Talking about that now. I'm sure that there'll be another release.
Yeah.
Probably.
Now,
by the end of the year.
I see you're looking at maybe another 7-inch vinyl.
Yeah.
How do you find, like, as an independent band, I know vinyl's making a resurgence, but how do you go sales-wise, gigs,
It's doing pretty good. People really like it.
Especially with that nice artwork on it.
When we got that great Ben Brown artwork, that when people see it and hold it, they're like, oh, I've got to buy it now.
Do you find people buy both? Because I know from my personal experience, I buy vinyl for the actual look, and then I'll go and buy it digitally online. So
I think the way it's kind of going so far from what I've heard and stuff is that people are buying the vinyl and then listening to it on Spotify on their phone and stuff.
Yeah,
It's like the CDs,
Which is totally cool.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Just the CDs just dead. No one has a use for it except for cars, really.
a bit of plastic. Okay, now as a band, what personal goals do you hold for the future?
Again, more sleep. But
Don't forget it, you're playing a rock and roll band.
Just keep getting better.
Yes,
you know?
keep moving up.
Just to never get stale or plateau. Just
I'll grow bold and turn into bread. Yeah.
just to get better. And,
Yeah, no worries. Well, look, thank you very much for joining me here at Phoenix FM.
Thanks.
No worries.
Thoroughly looking forward to catching you, boys. As I said, I love that first album you got out.
Yeah.
And, looking forward to thrashing the hell out of Wasted. Thanks
Thank
again.
you, mate.
Yes, thank you.